Okay, so let's talk about taxes. This is not something that people are necessarily thinking about when you are going shopping for your home. You're thinking about the cabinets, you're thinking about the floor, you're probably thinking about a million other things except for the taxes. But there is a big difference, or significant difference, and some people that's not front of mind. They're not thinking about it. They're thinking about, being close to their friend or family member, or maybe their favorite rec center if they're in the villages, or facilities. So there's different reasons why people choose different places to live, obviously. But I just want to focus on the taxes for a minute. So in the Villages, Florida, it spans over 3 different counties. So you have Sumter, Lake, and Marion County. And just to let the cat out of the bag, Sumter is going to be your cheapest for taxes, but I just want to give you an example and why. So it's based off of your millage rate. So your mill rate, which is your county, school, any district taxes, that's going to be a little bit different. So in Marion County, for example, the mill rate is 15. Lake County, it's around 15. And then Sumter County, it's 10. So what am I talking about? What does that mean? So that means on, say, a $350,000 home, you are taxed, divided by 1,000 and times it by 10 in Sumter County, or times it by whatever mill rate that is, 15 if you're in Lake or Sumter. That's how you're going to come up with what what your taxes are going to be. Sorry, my brain, I have not had enough coffee this morning. So let's just say it's a $350,000 home. You are probably, after homestead, you're looking at probably around 3,200. Whereas in Lake or Sumter County, it's probably around 4,500, and that again is after homestead. So homestead, you are eligible for up to 50,000 for a married couple, 25,000 for an individual. So your $350,000 home is now, you have 300,000 of taxable. They're going to be able to tax $300,000 of that. So 300,000 divided by 1,000, and then again times it by your mill rate. That's how you come up with what your taxes are going to be. So again, it does add up. So in Lake or Marion County, it's like $4,500 a year for a homesteaded property, versus in Sumter County it's going to be around 3,240, 3,250, give or take. So again, you might have other exemptions, disability or other things that'll factor in, and you can connect with your county or go on the county website and look at things that you can use as an exemption, and you can figure out your mill rate right on the property website. Just know when you're looking at a home, I'm going to give you this as an example. This one is in Marion County. They're going to say their taxes here. So this might be a little bit different. Whatever number, if you're going out looking at homes, whatever number the realtor put in, that's going to be accurate for the current homeowner. So obviously, whatever the home is being sold at, it might change a little bit. So I hope that helps, and I would love to hear from you. So if you bought or sold in the Villages, I've encountered clients who have sold because of taxes, because they didn't realize they were so high, and then they ended up not wanting to pay those taxes, moved into a different county. And maybe you have a story like that, or maybe you just didn't care, right? The facilities of a certain area or county outweighed, the benefits outweighed the taxes, right? So I'd love to hear your input on that. I'll put my info in the chat here, so feel free to email me your feedback or text me. Those are probably the fastest, easiest way, but I will put my direct info in here. And if you or someone that you know is thinking of moving to the Villages, Florida, I would love to help you navigate through all the different challenges and just the things that you should be considering when you're buying a home. Because again, a lot of us are we have that that twinkle in our eye. We're looking at, okay, what does this kitchen look like? What does this rec center look like? What is, we're just totally enthralled and amazed by the Villages or whatever area we're looking at, and the home itself, but we're not looking at behind the scenes. So you want to kind of look at the bigger picture, your county, the little things that are going to add up. So I hope this helps. Have an amazing day, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.